Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about Riven World again. It's Saturday morning. I thought we could just do a little recap of their Kickstarter effort. They have currently right now 26 backers. Their goal is 45,000. I would think that they could have easily gotten that revenue for what they're trying to deliver with this game. I just want to talk about Kickstarter. I know people get nervous about giving money to developers and they never know what they're going to get, or they never know what the game's going to result in. But I've seen some crazy Kickstarter efforts where they had 3 to 4 to almost 8 times what they were asking for delivered. The people make the game and they charge $40 for it after getting loads of money, and then the developer just shuts the game down in 6 months. And I've seen a lot of that, and I think that's why people are hesitant to do Kickstarter or give money to companies for Kickstarter. But I don't think the get a bunch of money, throw garbage down, charge excess for that garbage, even though you made 10 times what you were asking for, and then closing shop, that is not, I believe, is going to happen here. Because the developers have been very forthcoming in what they're doing, giving weekly updates, giving answers in their Discord when you ask them. So I'm really shocked that I haven't seen more backers. And they've got 12 days to go on their Kickstarter. And I don't know, maybe there's people that don't understand what this game is, or don't agree with its concept, or they don't understand, or this is not their type of game. But there's many similar games that are like this. This one has some uniqueness to it that got major money during the Kickstarter phase. But many times survival games fail quite often, and again, going back to, it leaves a sour taste in people's mouths to give to another Kickstarter effort for another survival game. But I think by giving money to this developer, I think you're going to get your money's worth. So let's just go down. It's an open world sandbox multiplayer RPG game based on a medieval era that will take you to the Iron Islands and the Cursed Islands off the coast of Europe that has not been seen inhabitants since a curse descended upon the land. You arrive on the coastal town and find the island filled with ancient ruins and abandoned buildings. So you're showing up to a cursed land, and a lot of developers have done this concept. It's not new. A New World did it. I mean, that was the whole stick. People show up on shore, and there you are. You're in the New World, which was a massive island. As you explore, you can make your own story, becoming a farmer, blacksmith, hunter, fisherman, knight, or lord of the realm. Fight to become king of the Elder's throne and collect runes and trade them amongst others to build your wealth and influence in the realm. Open world sandbox, planned platforms, Xbox, PS4, PS5, PC, Linux, and Mac. Dedicated server support and modeling. This is what their this is their roadmap. Kickstarter started in January. They're hoping to release an alpha release in March, and projected early access on Steam in July. Choose your path. Build a town, building, whatever you want to build in this game, you can build. Design your house, shop, castle to make your mark within the realm using a simple use block-based building system. Let your imagination free and build whatever you want. You know, until we see all the assets, you know, the little things that you use to build your house and castle, then what I've seen so far is good, but it can be amazing if they took the next step on doing some more smaller blocks. They discussed it in their last feed that they definitely are adding assets or different blocks for the building purposes. Okay, you can collect runes, donate items to the elders, and they will grant you runes that you can use in the battle, in your everyday life, on the land to help you survive, become king. That's part of it. The world. Here on their Kickstarter, they explain to you what their premise is. You can unlock your imagination, create anything from huts to glorious castles overlooking the realm. As you build within the world, you will need to maintain your buildings so that they stay strong and sturdy and do not fall to the Elder's curse. If a building is not maintained regularly, it will begin to decay, and the world will restore it to its natural form. We added decay to structures to prevent server wipes and resets because of the large amounts of abandoned buildings other games collect over months of running. You will find ruins and abandoned buildings. You can build on top of those if you want. We designed our building system heavily around that of Minecraft in 7 Days to Die, allowing players to build using a block-based system. Using this, you can design, build, and construct any structure your imagination can create. They go on to talk about the runes again. Runes are collected throughout the room by donating to the elders through the shrines. As you collect the runes, you can use them to give advantages to you and your allies in peace or battle. Collect and trade the runes and position yourself to be all-powerful within the realm of the Iron Isle. Combat. Currently, the game has a basic combat system, but we are planning to implement an advanced combat system like Mount and Blade. Life is fruitful in the Reign of Kings. Driven based on the mouse or controller, people can attack and defend themselves using a popular medieval weapon. And these are the medieval weapons that they've got listed here that they want to introduce into the game. On top of person-to-person combat, we're planning to implement a large range of siege weapons, combat, build ballistas, trebuchets, battling rams, so you can launch a siege against other players. Upon arrival to the Isle, to be harsh life of the medieval ages, you will need to learn to survive at the land and live off the land. It's a survival game, so you can have different skills. Our survival system is based on regular games like Rust, combined with the MMOs like RuneScape, where you can level up your abilities and master different survival techniques like hunting, fishing, gathering, farming, and cooking. You can own your own server. Let's look at this. If you support this game, let's look at it. You can pledge as little as $10. Pledge $1 or more, and you just become a supporter. That's your title. You're a supporter. If you pledge 15 or more, you get one copy of Riven World. So they're not. So out of the box, they're kind of telling us what the price is going to be on Steam when it comes out. Yeah, you're probably getting a discount now because you're early access buying it. So it's going to probably be about $25-$30 when it gets on Steam, would be my guess based on this. But your $15 gets you alpha beta access, developers club access on Discord. And then here, if you pledge $40, you get 4 copies of the game, alpha beta access, developer club access on Discord. My question would be, for those 4 copies, are all 4 of those copies eligible for alpha beta? Or is just one, the person who backed it? If you pledge $95 or more, you get 10 copies of the game, alpha beta access, developer club access on Discord. Pledge $350 or more. Oh, let me go back. Pledge $350 or more. You get 10 copies of the game, alpha beta access, developer club access on Steam, name in the credits of the game, private world hosted for 12 months. So if you wanted to make your own server, they would host it for you as part of this Kickstarter backer. And then if you pledge $1,500 or more, you get 10 copies of the game, the alpha beta access, developer club access to Steam, private meeting with the team. Oh, wow, okay. Name in the credits of the game, private world hosted for life, and a signed poster for $1,500. I would encourage you to check them out here. I'm going to put this link down in the comments or in the descriptions on my page here. And there's a thing here called risks. So let's just jump to that. Risks and challenges. Some of the risks, we're a small independent company from Houston, Texas, but we like to think of it as a small enough to try new things and build unique projects. We're passionate about what we do and love every second of it. Over the past 5 years, we've been working on different fields, from gaming to space industry, allowing us to develop Riven World and have a confidence in what we're delivering to the players. So that's it. Go back to the story. They do have the frequently asked questions here. You can find that here. They are putting updates here. So this developer stream, I watched this. It was on 122, just last week. I did a video on it, I believe, this one. And then you can wish list it. So I'm going to say again, I think this is a very legit project, and based on the developers forthcoming with their comments and answering things on Discord and through their live streams weekly, I don't think this is one of those bait and switch kinds of things, and I don't think it's one of those cash grab things where the developer promises you all this stuff. They make 3, 4, 10 times what they were asking for on Kickstarter. They released a game with all the hype for $40, $50 a copy, and they know they've delivered you garbage. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case here. It seems like they're putting an honest effort into this game. Let me just go back to the campaign real quick and scroll down to the bottom, because I believe there was a picture of them, because they work for an aerospace, or they are an aerospace company. Here they are. There's a picture of them. They're a custom software development company based in Houston, Texas. They started back in 2011, and they with the popular game Minecraft, hopefully hosting over 30,000 customers worldwide, and imagining over or managing over 100 dedicated servers with our data center partners. In 2018, they began to work with the Space Command and Control Systems from NASA and Airbus, taking on knowledge from game networking and applying it to the space industry. So they're basically rocket scientists, and they're building a game that they think would be fun, because they have played these games that they're kind of mentioning here, 7 Days to Die, and other games that we mentioned while we went through this. So I think they understand what people are looking for a game, because they're gamers themselves, and they're just in the unique position to be able to program and develop a game that they believe they would like to play. And I think I'm going to enjoy playing this game. I'm just hoping that the block system's a little bit more refined, and the building aspect, allowing us to build things, will have many different... I know it's a PvP game, and a lot of things get knocked down and put up, knocked down and put up. But it'd be nice to be able to make something nice before someone knocks it down, right? At least somebody can say, well, geez, Tarkus, I wiped out your castle, but it was a nice looking castle before I did it. Well, thank you for joining me. This has been the Tarkus Zone.